Maybe.
Disaster was ever present in the pioneer days. Sometimes disaster equates to change. Poor Miss Mabel's death helped policy to be rewritten. But unfortunately, not all disaster has positive results.
Well, now, honest to God, Mary, you are full of life now, aren't you?
Nothing wrong with a little life in your step now, is there, James?
No, nothing wrong with that, Mary. Nothing wrong at all.
Oh, now, Mary.
Let her have her fun, William.
Yeah, let her have her fun, William.
We have to get off to work. You don't want to stick where Mr. Muir is for being on time.
You don't need to tell me. I was late 2 times last week.
Oh, only 2 times. Hey, that's a good week for you. You're the reason Mr. Muir put us on the same shift.
What? So we both be late?
I hate you two working in that line.
Now, it keeps us eating is all.
I know, just please be careful.
Don't worry, Mary. I'll take good care of your boy.
Oh, you take good care of me, huh? That'll be the day.
I'll see you both later for dinner then.
You got it, Mary.
But what level today?
Level 3 for the Davy boys!
Level 3 for the Navy, boys!
That day, the Davy brothers were sent to level 3, while their foreman, Andrew Muir, remained on the first level with 34 other men.
Level 3 it is.
I'm glad to be stuck here with you again.
You can pick your friends, but you can't pick your family, is what I always say.
On May the 3rd, 1887, at 5:55 p.m., the number 1 coal mine shaft in Nanaimo exploded. At that time, it was the largest human-made explosion in Canadian history and was not surpassed until December 6, 1917, when the Halifax Harbor disaster took place. The explosion in Nanaimo claimed an upward of 147 lives, and as many as 47 women became widows.
Are you okay?
I think so. What about you?
I'm fine. What just happened?
I'm not sure. That was the biggest explosion I've ever heard.
We have to get out of here.
Oh, I don't know, James. It might not be safe to move, huh? That was a pretty big blast. And besides, Mr. Muir knows where we are, and I'm sure he sent someone down to look for us.
I wouldn't be too sure about that. Mr. Muir was on level number 1 of the main shaft, and that blast definitely sounded like it was above us. Besides, he's probably trying to save his own hide.
Mr. Muir is a good man and a good foreman. You know that.
The only thing I know is that we have to find a way out of here. The longer we wait, the less time we have. The place may blow again.
Word of the explosion traveled fast. This explosion literally shook the town. The fear around Nanaimo was that if another explosion was to take place, everything would probably cave in, for the mining shafts ran throughout the underbelly of the town. Many of the residents fled their homes. Many began to gather at the mining shaft, eagerly anticipating, hoping, and praying to see their loved ones again.
William! James! Can anyone tell me what happened? Has anyone come out alive? What are those men going to do down there?
Listen, William, we've got to try to find a way out.
Now look at James. If we move and the shaft collapses, we may get lost and not be able to get back here. And if we can't get back here and they come looking for us, they'll assume we got out and leave without us. And if they leave without us, we could be trapped down here forever.
William?
Yes, James.
I don't want to die down here.
Well, I don't either, James, but we have to be smart.
I don't want to die!
I've been cooking all day. I swear if dinner's ruined, that mine won't be the one that's gonna kill you. Wait till I get my hands on the both of you.
If there was an explosion in the number 1 shaft, then there's a good chance that there could be afterdamp. The afterdamp will get us, William.
All right, let's go. We might be able to find an opening. We might find a way out, huh? But if we can't find a way out, we're coming straight back here. Now, is that understood?
Afterdamp was a toxic mixture of gases left in a mine following an explosion. It consisted of carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, nitrogen, and in most cases, hydrogen sulfide. It was a deadly combination.
Oh, there's no getting out for the moment. We're just going to have to hole up here till help arrives.
Will we get out?
Oh, sure we will. We just have to wait for help, is all. Well, come on, keep your britches on. The hardest part is just sitting tight.
I'm never going to see my mates again.
Yeah. I'm never going to see my Mary again.
A fortnight ago, I took your hand and you took mine. We said that we would be together forever. And forever we shall be.
Most of the men knew that they had no hope. Many of the 147 men lost their lives immediately when the explosion hit. Other men had to wait.
I'm glad you're here, William.
I'm glad you're here, James.
Hey, William,
Yes, James.
how do you think this happened?
It's hard to say. But if I had to guess, I'd say it had something to do with those Chinamen.
How's that?
Well, they can't read so good. And if they can't read so good, how the heck are they going to read a warning sign?
William,
Yes, James.
you don't read so good yourself.
You know what I mean, James.
No, I don't. Reading is reading, and you don't do so good at it either. Besides, they're good men. They work as hard as we do.
Everybody works harder than you do, James.
That's funny, William.
As many as 53 Chinese workers lost their lives. BC employers did not have to report the deaths of Chinese employees until 1897. Therefore, the Chinese workers were listed in the government inquest and annual report to the Minister of Mines as Chinamen, names unknown, followed by a tag number.
Hey, William, who will take care of your Mary?
Oh, don't you worry about that, James.
In all my years, I wouldn't have guessed that we'd end up at the bottom of this shaft together.
No, I guess not.
I'm scared.
Well, scared is fine. It might keep us alive, huh?
Hey, do you have any paper?
No. Why?
I thought that we could write a note or something.
Hey, you know what we could do?
What?
We could fill our spades with dirt and write a message in the dirt.
That's a grand idea. Between the two of us, we'd make a fine Shakespeare. Now that guy could read good.
Many of the victims of the blast filled their spades with dirt to write a fond farewell to loved ones.
I only want William to know that I loved him, Lord. If he isn't to make it out, will you please tell him that I am here and I waited for him to come out?
Love you, my Mary. Love you, my mates. Love you, Lord.
I love you, William.
Let's take a load off, James.
Lord, look over these men. Please see them to safety.
That same day, E.P. Pryor, the area MPP and mining engineer, courageously volunteered to go down the fatal shaft to assist in the horrible work of recovering the bodies. He found the Davy brothers, arm in arm, and covered with a jacket.
If you see them to safety, I will forever be at your service. These are hardworking people. These are God-fearing men, and their lives deserve to be spared.
They did get the fire under control, and miraculously, 7 workers survived the disaster. After the disaster, the mine reopened for business. It ended up producing more than 18 million tons of coal before the plant officially closed for business in 1938.
Some say the price of coal is too high.